Y'all, I just gotta come on here and say this because it's really been on my spirit. Like, if you're going through this spiritual shifting that's going on, if you're going through a spiritual shifting and you're going through your healing process and you're doing all the things that you feel that you should do, it's gonna be moments where you're gonna be down, you're gonna feel depressed, you're gonna feel angry, you're gonna feel like giving up. Don't give up. Because there's light at the end of the tunnel. And we go through these tests, man. I've been going through these tests and it's just like, man, I've been beating myself up about stuff that I've been doing because I know spiritually I made it to another level, but on the fleshly note, I'm still falling. I'm still making these stupid ass mistakes, right? But don't beat yourself up, because once you get to that peak of being tired of something, that's how you truly heal from it, because you have to you got to learn why you do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Why am I comfortable with doing such and such and such? You know what I'm saying? And then evaluate it. And then go back and try to execute it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's always going to be different things in this life that's going to try to tear you down. We always going to go through certain tests. It's not going to be cookies and cakes all the time. And that's what we expect it to be, because we want to be happy all the time. Now, being happy and being peaceful are two different things. I'm learning that, because you can be having a rough day but still be at peace within. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain obstacles that we have to go through, and I'm just learning this. Like, man, it's so hard to accept it, because you don't want to live like that. You don't want to, how can I put that into words? You don't want to feel like that. You don't want to feel empty. You don't want to feel worthless. You don't want to feel depressed. You don't want to feel lonely. You don't want to feel none of these things, right? But it's like we all walking this earth and we all still learning. And we all tapping into what we were put here to do. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that's woke or that's waking up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking to nobody else. Because if you still stuck in religion and you still stuck on certain things, other things that's limiting your mind, I'm not talking to you, because you're not taking the proper steps anyway to get there. You stuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, oh, y'all, don't beat yourself up, man. I know it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's so hard, man. It's so hard. It can be so hard. Sometimes we make it too hard. But it's just like it's like you're fighting up against your calling. Because if the Most High, if Spirit has called you out and opened up your eyes, it's got to be something out there for you, right? It's got to be. It's got to be something out there that you're supposed to hold, that you're supposed to possess. That's something that you're supposed to heal from. Sorry, my words just got stumbled. Something that you're supposed to hear, that you can heal, so that you can heal. I don't know what's wrong with it. So that you can heal properly. You know what I'm saying? To reach your peace, because everybody is just searching for this peace, man. That's why people do drugs. You know what I'm saying? People drink liquor. People trying to find that high, that ecstasy. They trying to reach that high peak. But then, bam, as soon as you come off of them drugs, you might reach the highest peak in that moment. But as soon as you come off them drugs, off that liquor, it's like, bam, you hit the ground. Now you looking up. You know what I'm saying? Damn, out. So it's just like, we got to do better, man. We got to do better when it comes to this reaching our higher self thing, because it's not about doing drugs. It's not about, fucking bitches. It's not about none of that stuff, man. That's not what we're here for. That's what they advertise, because they want to keep you at your lowest frequency. They want to keep you operating in the root chakra. The root chakra is the lowest one. It's down by your feet. And it's just like everything that's beneath You want to be operating up here with your mind. You know what I'm saying? You want to have self-control. You want to have self-acceptance, self-love, peace, compassion. But it's just like, come from out of that bullshit, man. Because it's like, I'm learning. I'm talking to myself, too. I'm learning. This life, it gets a little hard. But it's just like, do your research, study to show yourself approved. They say in the scripture, study to show yourself approved, because the only way that you can be able to understand, overstand, or even understand anything is by going within. But when you go within, you will get answers. You'll get certain answers. And you will have to go do that research on your own just to confirm that these things are true. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many things that we don't know. There's so many things that we don't know yet. Like, we come into the spiritual awakening and we think that we know something. Man, we just we chipping the iceberg with the things that we think we know. Shit. And I'm just over here, like, I've been meaning to speak out about this for a while now. Like, truly speak out and, you know, be a light to the nation, to the people that's waking up, because I know that there's people that I gotta help. There's people that I'm assigned to. You know what I'm saying? But I still keep holding on to this old life. For some reason, it's like, I study. I do my due diligence, but it's just like I'm still stuck in this place. And I ask myself, is these things more important? But it's just like, maybe it's the subconscious mind that's just, you know, keeping me, because it's like, once you do something for so long, the subconscious mind has mastered it. So it's like your conscious mind can know that you're doing something wrong, but it's just like, how do you go in there and change that around? What steps do I take? You know what I'm saying? To get this thing out of me. So that's where I'm at with it. But I just wanted to give a little wisdom and share a little wisdom and let y'all know, don't give up. Don't give up. There's so much more out here for you. It's so much more. And no matter what you do, don't ever let nobody knock you down, make you feel bad for being who you are. Don't never let nobody make you feel like you lesser than them, or you're lesser than a person because you messed up, because you failed and made a bad decision. Man, look, pick yourself up. If you woke up today, it's another chance to get in tune, for real. Because at the end of the day, you gotta die by yourself. So who cares what they think? If you hang around a person and they against you, if they're against you, if they're not pushing you to success, or they're not even trying to encourage you when you do fall, you need to get away from them people. Them people ain't no good for you. They ain't no good for you. They ain't no good for you at all. Because they're not gonna be. All they're gonna do is make you feel that it's not even them. What they say about you is gonna put you into this depressed state, and then you're gonna start hearing these voices in your head, and they're gonna get to telling you the same thing these people telling you, like, you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna make it. Look at you, you stupid. You thought you was far, huh? You thought you was smart, huh? Look at them, they was talking about you. Get away from people like that, because you won't be encouraged. You won't be at peace. You won't be able to find no peace in yourself until you're strong enough, and you still don't want to be around people like that. You don't want to be around people like that. You really don't. So, I ain't gonna hold y'all no more longer. I just want you guys to stay encouraged. Because even right now, like, usually I'm just a happy, chippery person. But today I'm at peace. I'm peaceful. But I'm in deep thought about my life. And, you know, I know the main thing that we should focus on is self-mastery. You got to learn yourself. Know thyself. Know thyself. I probably could have been all over the place with this message. I'm sorry. I'm still learning how to talk on this camera like this, because I'm really not. I'm more of a hands-on type of person, so it's like sitting here talking to a screen and not getting no response back. It's kind of like different, but oh well, I'll get better with time. Well, I'll let y'all go. Y'all be good. Peace and blessings.